You will do things and experience things you never will anywhere else. It's not like a trip to the Caribbean or a trip to France or a trip to Europe, which are wonderful. This trip is more of a pilgrimage and a journey instead of, you're not traveling there as a tourist. You're not there just to take pictures or stay in the fanciest hotels. You will get all of that experience, but you'll get so much more. You'll get so much more out of it. You make the most incredible friends, and you come back with this family, with a mishpacha that you never knew you had.
I think the trip gave me the strength to be a better Jew, the strength to be a Jew, because I never had that chance to say that I'm Jewish. And when I went to Israel, everybody around me was Jewish. People on TV were Jewish. People in my bus were Jewish, and people who were giving me tours were Jewish. And in the supermarket, people were Jewish too. So I felt comfortable being Jewish in Israel. And even coming back here, I knew that it was okay to be Jewish. Spiritually, I felt this connection with Israel. I felt something that I learned and something about what I read. It kind of came in front of my face, and I saw it, and it was more natural and more powerful to see after what I've read about it. And personally, I think it was just an amazing experience, something that I will never forget, and things that we did will never leave my mind. The biggest impact for me was standing at Jerusalem University at that mountain and looking onto Jerusalem, the old city, and feeling that power that it brings to you, feeling that you are at home, that everything around you is yours, and you just have to take advantage of it and be with it. And it's still in my mind. I still remember that view. I still remember those people who were around me at that moment, and how the clouds were, and how the stones of the houses were looking, and it was a very powerful moment. I would say go for it, and don't think twice, think once. And the first thought that has to be in that person's mind is yes, because this is something that's given to you by your birth, and something that you have to take advantage of, something that will leave you with a lot of thoughts through many days after the end of the trip, something that you may never have a chance to do again. And it's a very powerful thing. This trip really changed me from being absolutely not Jewish to being Jewish. I grew up in Russia, in the former Soviet Union, and I was never be able to say that I was Jewish. It was something that was wrong to be. It was wrong to be Jewish, and I was always afraid to show that I was Jewish. I would never wear a star. So when I got to Israel, I felt that freedom. I felt something that could show me. I found my identity. I found something in myself that I didn't see in the past 16 years that I've been in Russia.
I just returned from the trip that we went to Israel 2000 Birthright. Okay, well, when I first heard about the trip, I didn't really know anyone that was going on the trip, and I just, through the orientation, I met a few people, and I was kind of like nervous about going, but in one word, if I can describe it, it was probably unforgettable. The people that I met, the friends that I made, it was amazing. The places that we went to, especially the Kotel and climbing the Masada and going to the Dead Sea, are places that you can't go to anywhere else, and it was just an amazing trip. The special highlight of my trip, even though there was quite a few that would stand out, the most memorable one was going to the hotel for the first time. When I got there, I just had this feeling of this strong feeling of spirituality that just struck me, and it's something that I can't describe because I've never had that feeling before. It was as if I was one-on-one with God, and as I walked forward, it was as if like a beam was just shining on me, and just everything surrounding me, like the smell and as I walked closer, I felt like I was just in one with God, and it was just the most amazing part of my whole trip. I would start by